Blog Talk Radio. Your boy Mike Knox. The game version 1. The best game show on radio. Let's get it.
Your time is up, his time is now. You can't see him, his time is now. Your boy Mike Knox, yeah, he's shining now. The game B1, yeah, his time is now. Your time is up, his time is now. You can't see him, his time is now. The boy Mike Knox, yeah, he's shining now. The game B1, yeah, his time is now. Yo, it's the best damn show on the radio. The game version 1 on your speaker, so here we go. Mike Knox, the triple X hardcore host with the most, is the explosive, most electrifying coast to coast. Get ready for sports, entertainment, and all that. If you don't like the way he brag, you can really fall back. Confidence is what you call that. Every Saturday from 6 to 7, you know that it's on black. World order, belts glisten so heavenly. So if you don't like it, you should listen anyway. From wrestling to sports to the movies, you name it, yo. Mike Knox, the best damn show on the radio.
There was a lot. Well, you've been linked, rumorly, to have been with several of Divas.
You know,
there was
man.
some tweets you had before about, you know, such and such, but I had her. I don't know if that was the time, was you verified that was you or not, but, you know, said sites would say that, you know, you've been rumored to be linked with a couple of Divas.
You know what,
was
man,
that really true, or was it not true?
You know what, whoever I've been linked to, it may be true, may be false, but it's, you know, it's our business, you know what I'm saying? The biggest thing I can say is that, you know, I respect all the girls in the locker room. You know, and I've never been one to kiss and tell and spread rumors about anybody. You know what I'm saying? I think all of our girls are like freaking goddesses. You know, Beth Phoenix is my sister. Eve is my sister. You know, Mickey James, that's my East Boone Coon. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna let that be dead. But I have other partners who they have been more linked than I am. So I'm the little fish in comparison to that.
Well, I had a friend of mine, right? My friend, one of my closest friends said that, you know, and again, much respect to every diva. I hope to have it all on one day and we can sign some belts. Now, my man said that Vince always kept the divas coming in and out because the brothers on the road need to have something to have fun with every once in a while. So that's why so many divas came in and out of the WWE. But that was just a little joke to be done.
I've heard that too before. I actually Bobby Billard and Latasha Marzullo were my old roommates. You know who they are? Bobby Billard.
I heard the name. I still won't hear in line. So I do all the way now.
Oh yeah, Bobby Billard. She was a former global wrestler, and Natasha Marzullo is a MMA kickboxing fighter who they were both signed by WWE, and both of them were Playboy models, and they were my roommates. All right, and you know, a lot of guys felt that way about them, but it's like, you know, it's like a lot of girls they just don't have the temperament to stay in this game. The girls you see on TV, them bitches have put up with a lot of shit. You know,
Shad, they came out and made.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. Mickey James, I done clotheslined the hell out of Mickey James and Melina, and I done seen Beth Phoenix take a boot to the face by a grown man. You know, those girls, they don't put up with a lot to be where they are, and they've earned their stripes. You know what I'm saying? So they don't ask for respect. They command it, and they deserve it. Honestly,
I like that. Hey, I'm gonna bring my man Black. We call him Black to the hood. He's new to the show. His name is Black, but we don't have to call him. We just say, you know, he's from the hood. He's a hood cat, so he's Mr. Keep It 100. Black, you got any questions for the Beast?
Yeah, I mean, basically, you know, coming from New York and you know, getting to become big time. What was it like walking down that ring, getting into that ring, and you know, you wrestling your first match? After that experience, you know, what did you take from that experience, and you know, what do you plan on doing after your acting?
You know, my first match, like that we walked down to the ring, like that was on TV, that was going to be our debut, was in Staples Center, which is it's like 3 Madison Square Garden, 4 or 5 Madison Square Gardens put together. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And I really didn't even care. You know, it was like whatever. It's another day at work. But when I walked down in Madison Square Garden, I swear to God, I was so nervous and I was shaking and I was trembling because as soon as I walked out, I looked up in the right-hand corner of the arena and I seen a big sign that said Nostrand Ave, and it was all my boys that grew up with me that, you know, that we robbed together, we ran together, we drank together, we did anything together. All my boys that see me coming from dirt, from 24, 25, you know what I'm saying, being a little kid, you know what I'm saying, being a little immigrant kid, becoming a grown man, and I'm standing in front of my family and everybody, and that was a great experience in my life, honestly. You know, that was more nerve-wracking than my debut. And futurely, my future plans, honestly, my only plans in the future is to be happy. You know?
That. What was your
everybody else now, we back. We all back on the line. The whole crew's here. The show is now streaming, so for everybody who is only online listening, can't call in, but you can still listen to Shad. But the email address is open. The best damn show in radio. That's THA. Email us if you have any questions. I'm going to be on for another 5 minutes tops. We got Shad. It's Saturday night. I know he got his cut. He's ready to go out in the town and do his thing. Or probably get some sleep. I don't know. Shad, what is it like to have a day? What is a day in the life of Shad Gaspard?
A day in the life of Shad Gaspard, I wake up at 5:30 to bring my son from his room crying down to me and my wife's bed. Then I make a bottle. I put that bottle in his mouth, and I make him go to sleep. Then I get on the computer, and I start writing and emailing my artists. I talk to the writers and the producers for the next film I got to do. And literally, I hit the gym like around 10:30, do cardio, do weights, get yelled at by people who say I'm lifting too much weight and making too much noise, you know. And then pretty much come back home, and it's emails from producers and anybody like that who want to, you know, film and finance me and Mark Capone's movie. Our graphic novel actually doing really well right now. So it's hard, man. It's constant work. I never stop.
That's what's up. You gotta. That's a blessing right there that you're able to get up and do that every morning and things like that. Right now, I always ask a simple question to end it with. What's in your iPod right now? Because personally, for me, I have all gospel music because I can't stand hip hop. Unless it's D1. You know what I'm just saying? Shouts out to D1. If you want to get them, D1 music.
You know what would be surprising? In my iPod, I have a variety of mix. I have the Eagles. You know what the Eagles are?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have Hotel California. I was just playing that this morning. You know what I'm saying? Headed back to my house. I have what's called Ice Cube. Oh, I have you know what I'm saying? Today was a good day. I was playing that also. You know what I'm saying? I got a lot of different. I got what's called Pantera. I got Def Leppard. I got a lot of. I got Jay-Z. I got
Pantera. Oh man, that's way back.
Yeah,
man.
That's
good stuff right there, bro.
I got Ozzy Osbourne. I got, you know what I'm saying? I have, you know what? I have some musical stuff on mine too. I have the. Do you understand who the producers?
Nah.
Do you have the play?
Nah, the producers. From Mel Brooks.
Okay.
I got that whole score on my iPod, man, because I think it's funny as hell. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I got a lot of things on myself, man. I'm a very grounded person, man, with my music when it comes to my music, man.
That's what's up. So what actually gets you hyped then? Like when you're in the gym, like I know Wild when he's in the gym, it's 50 Cent. He'd be like, hold on, I gotta fix this song. You know what I'm saying? I'll be in there something totally different. I'll be in listening to some R&B in the gym that gets me motivated. So what gets you hyped?
You know what's funny? This is a
you about to go out for WrestleMania, Shad. You finna go for the curtain. What you got in your ear right now? You finna go out there in WrestleMania in front of 108,000 people.
Do you feel me? You know that song? Do you feel me like I feel you? That song right there?
Yeah.
That song right there, that's the song that I play every night before I go out to the ring. And it's and actually Mark Henry heard me playing it one time and busted out laughing. And I was like, you know what? I need some good R&B soul. You know what I'm saying, that speaks to my heart, not speaks to my body before I go out there and perform. You know what I mean?
Wow. Well, Waz, you had a question for Shad. He's still you're off the mute. You can ask that question.
Oh no, my question was I heard you mention a graphic novel twice, man. Can you tell us a little bit more about? Because I wasn't even aware you were doing that, man.
Oh, yeah. I have me and Mark Capone, Muhammad Hassan. We actually wrote a.
My man. Okay.
That's my man.
Yeah, me and Mark, we wrote a screenplay together, and it got optioned at one point, but it fell through. So then we decided to, not option it at all and make it into a graphic novel. It's going to come out in March, And actually, I'm gonna start running some what's called debut reels of the entire graphic novel on YouTube and stuff like that, starting in February. But it's basically called Assassin in the Sun, and it's about an assassin named Donovan Braddock, who's called the Horseman of Death, and he's basically going out to revenge his wife's murder from his old crew of guys who killed her. You know, and each one of these guys represents one of the four horsemen of the apocalypse. You know, war, famine, and plague. You know what I'm saying? So it's all set in New York. It's really badass. I actually just did an interview with a comic book distributor who is going to print a giant article about us next month. You know what I'm saying? Because it's going to blow up like gangbusters, for real.
So we're going to see you at Comic-Con soon then, right?
Oh, I'm definitely at Comic-Con this year. This year we're doing
big deal. You got to go to Comic-Con, baby.
Yeah, I want to be at Comic-Con, WonderCon, all of it, man. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, Shad, my wife had a question. She said, "What?" She said, "You sound, you're very intelligent. What's your education background?" Like,
you know what? I'm a dyslexic kid from Brooklyn, New York, who spent 5 years in special education because the city of New York said to my mother that because I didn't speak English as my first language right away, that I was stupid. And my mother busted her ass and worked hard and got me out of special education by the 5th grade. I graduated high school with a 6th grade reading level education. I went to college for 1 year and dropped out. Yet I'm still successful as a man, I'm still successful as a person, and as an African American in the United States today because I don't let nobody tell me what I can and cannot do.
Amen to that.
Amen.
Yeah, man. There you go.
What was your first language, man?
Personality.
What's called my first language is Papimento, which is Dutch and Spanish mix. Because my family, my mother's from Curaçao, and I was born in Brooklyn, and then my mother and father were going through a divorce, so I was living with my grandparents in the islands for the first few years of my life.
Okay.
Well, so before I let you go, Shad, we ran over. Thank you for calling in. I want to give you another applause because I thank you. You're putting your name out there today, baby boy. I didn't got my chat room was like I told you it was like the clap in there. They were burning. But would you ever pursue a career in MMA? I know you think you want to do it. So is it something that if one of those promoters came at you, you know what I mean? Would you put the gloves on?
I mean, the right price, anything can happen. You know what I'm saying? But, like, I literally just came back from training with my boy Roy at Krav Maga L.A., and my boy Roy is a 2-time Krav Maga world champion. He's the only 2-time Krav Maga world champion. And after we were training, he even said to me, he was like, dude, why aren't you fighting? And my answer to him was, my girl has gone through me wrestling, and it's a stressful life. It's a hard business, and it's one that I don't want my son to follow in because I want him to do more than I did. So with that being said, I want to kind of, not, put myself in position to not be able to, sit there and have a conversation with my son later on because of brain damage or because, I took one too many blows to the head and I didn't know when to say I quit. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be that guy. And right now in my life, man, I just feel like I have nothing else to prove, man. I've had over 100-something fights as a fighter. In my head, I probably had over 500 fights as a person in my life. I think that's enough for one life. You know what I mean?
Hey, you know what my wife said? Think of it as you not being there now is kind of a blessing. You get to be more at home with your son and raise him up to be like you want to, and have a bigger chance to do more things now. Because we don't really know. We're only fans, but we can see and read still how the life is for you guys. You know what I mean? Again, I've always given you guys much applause, just like you and the rest of us here. We all been fans since we were kids, and we always will. We thank you for entertaining us, Shad. I want to send you out again. It's no other. I thank you for joining us, man. Please feel free. Come back anytime. You're welcome. Pass the word to Sheldon, to Kofi, Herbie Masson. We gonna call you for your March Madness picks. So I'm doing a big March Madness show. So you got to come back on. Get Harry Stone here to see who picks. So see if one of us is better than Obama.
Hey man, whenever you guys want me to come on, man, just contact me and you got me on. It's not a problem, brother.
I thank you, brother. You have a good day and be blessed. All right.
You too. No worries.
No worries.